Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a really long time since the last time I uploaded, but I was actually away in school. It was really hard for me to upload over there because I had to share a room, I had cheer, I had schoolwork, and it was just really hard to find time and to balance it all. So I stopped for a little bit, but now that it's summertime, I really wanted to bring my channel up again and really start to grow it and show my love for beauty design and lifestyle. Beauty design and fashion, because it's something I really love and I'm excited about it. So today I wanted to share with you all a makeup look that I actually made inspired of just your natural bronzy look. I incorporated some reds and pinks just to spice it up a bit, and it's something I wear every single time I go out. I absolutely love it. It's so easy and it's quick and you just look glam. I love it. I love it so much. So if you want to find out how I got this look, just keep on watching. So the first thing I do to prep my face is I take the Dermalogical Skin Smoothing Cream, and it's basically just a really nice moisturizer that goes right into your skin. I just moisturize it and then I go right to my eyes. So the first thing I do is I like to prep my eyes and conceal them before I put eyeshadow on. So the first thing I do is take my concealer. It's just the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Light, and I just put a little bit on, and then I'm just going to take my beauty blender and spread it out. Okay, so now that we're a little closer, I'm going to go ahead and start working on my eyes. So the first thing I'm going to take, I'm using the Aspen Ovard palette. It's absolutely gorgeous, you can see, and the colors are very neutral. So I like to start off with this. So this is a very nice neutral palette, and if you're starting off with makeup, I suggest getting this palette just because it is so neutral and you can really work with the colors, add dark, light, whatever you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade Married Life. I'm just going to set my concealer on my lids. And this just helps the concealer stay and not move around. So I like to use this before I do any makeup. So now, getting onto the lid, this has been my go-to makeup look for any event I've been going to. I just absolutely love it. So the first thing I do is I'm going to take this shade Santorini Sands as my transition color. So it's right here, and I'm just going to blend it out in the crease. And it doesn't really look like much right now, but when you start to blend in with all the other shades, you're going to see the difference. So I like to put this on first, that way I have a base for the rest of my colors. And excuse my eyebrows, I'm sorry, I need to get those done. Okay, now that kind of looks a little bit even, I'm just going to add a little bit more to the side. I start to go in with some darker shades. So now I'm going to take the shade Tea Time, which is in the bottom row, and just to darken up the crease. Okay, and then what I really like to do in between is take my IT Cosmetics crease brush as well and just blend. So now what I'm going to do, just to darken it up a little bit more, is I'm going to take the shade Road Trip, which is the darkest shade in the actual palette, and I'm going to deepen up the crease a little more. And for that, I'm going to take an even smaller brush, just a little, this is an e.l.f. Professional Blending Eye Brush, and I'm just going to pop that in the corner, and then do the same thing in a V shape. So in the corner, just darken up the sides and then bring it in. Okay, and then again with my IT Cosmetics brush, I'm just going to go ahead and blend it all in. So now I really like the way that it looks, like nice natural brown, but I've been really loving like the warm, more reddish orange look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding some pinks and reds just to make it a little more warm tone meaning as in like more red tones and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to my infamous favorite palette, Tartelette and Bloom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by taking the shade Sweetheart, It's a really nice pink color, and this is just going to help transition it to be a more like, instead of browns, it's going to be more like a little pinker. Okay, so that just kind of made it a little more pink. And then to help it even more, I'm going to take the shade Rebel, which is a darker pink, and this is going to help warm it up. So that's pretty much like the base, like the eyelid base. And then what I like to do, I started moving more towards like a matte lid because I just like the way it looks for the overall appearance. So with that, I'm going to take the shade Flower Child, which is a really nice beige color, and it's going to help me cut the crease a little bit. I'm going to take the Urban Decay Naked 3 brush, and I'm taking the concealer side, and I'm just going to place it in the inside, and it's going to help cut the crease. Now for my eyebrows. So I really like to stay natural and neutral with it. I have NYX Professional Makeup Brush, the Micro Brow Pencil, which is basically like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. So I just like to brush them out and then just fill in all like the areas that need a little help. Okay, now onto the fun part, the face. So for this, I'm going to take the Tarte Clay Stick Foundation, and I actually really like this. One of my best friends is also loves makeup, and she gave me this, and I really liked it so far. So how I apply it, I kind of just do like some strokes, and then right away I blend it in with the Beauty Blender because I don't want it to dry right away. So yeah. Okay, now that I look like Casper the Ghost because this is a little light, I'm going to apply the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Light like I did last time and help bring some more color to my life because it is a little darker, but it matches really well with the foundation. So then I'm taking my Beauty Blender as well, and I'm going to blend. Okay, and now just to lighten the under eyes a little bit more, I'm going to take the Maybelline Age Instant Rewind and just put this in the shade Fair Clair, so it's a lot lighter, and it's just going to help brighten the under eyes because everybody needs a little brightening in their day, you know. And a trick I like to do to contour my nose, I just bring the lighter concealer in on the inside so it helps to give it some shape when it comes to contouring. So I just did this to brighten it up. Okay, and now to set my under eyes, I'm taking the RCMA Makeup No Color Powder, and I'm just going to bake a little bit. So just like another trick to help your contour, on my nose, I start my powder where I would want my nose contour to be. So right on the bridge, and then I bring it to my under eyes. Now while that is all setting, I'm going to start my contour, and for that I'm taking my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and yeah, I need a new one. It's kind of wearing out on me, but it still does justice. As you can see, this shade I use all the time, so it's really going out. I need to get a new palette, but I do take this middle shade, which is called Shadow Play, and I just go ahead and contour my cheeks and face with that, or my cheekbones. And for that, I really love to take the Benefit little brush that you get into the Hoola bronzer because it just helps to really define those cheekbones. So I do that. Just take a little bit and then okay. And then just to give it a little bit more, I'm going to take my Hoola bronzer and I'm going to make it a little more bronzed. And for that, I really like to take this stippling brush from Real Techniques. I just find that it helps to like give such a good natural bronze. Okay, And then for blush, I'm taking my BH Cosmetics Nude Color 10 Blush Palette. And I have been loving using these two colors together. So I mix these two and it gives me the most beautiful bronze peachy blush. And it really makes me look nice and tan. So I'm taking the same stippling brush because I like the way it gives me such like a natural look. And I apply it to the apples of my cheeks. And my eyes are looking a little strong right now, so I'm just going to go back in with my blending brush and just help blend it all out on the sides. There we go. Sometimes when like you put concealer on it, really makes like a sharp line, and I don't like that, so I'm just going to go ahead and blend it all out. Okay, now that my blush and bronzer are all set, I'm going back into my Aspen Over palette, and I'm going to take the highlighting shade, which is such a beautiful, beautiful gold, silver, so more of like a gold, and it's really pretty. So I'm going to take my MAC 168 brush, and it's a nice tapered angle brush. So it's really nice for highlighting. So I'm going to go in that and I'm going to apply it. Now I'm going to take the powder off with the same slipping brush. I find that this really helps to take away the powder without all your makeup coming off. So I just do this really quickly and carefully. Okay, now on to the fun part. So I have realized that I literally cannot leave the house without contouring my nose. It's a very big thing for me. So I'm going back into my shadow play, and I'm going to take a really nice small concealer brush from Morphe, and this really helps to draw out my nose the way I like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the inner corner and make my way down right before this part. And at first it looks very harsh, but then I go back in with the Beauty Blender and blend it all out. And then I'm just going to put a little bit right at the bottom to help lift it up a bit. Okay, so now I'm going back in with my Beauty Blender that still has some like powder and concealer on it. And I'm just going to help bring it all in. And then, when you're done, your nose is snatched. That is all I can say. So as you can see, I have such a more like defined, this part, I don't even know what it's called. This part is just so much more defined, and it is more in person contoured. I guess you really can't see in camera, but it just looks so much better. So now I'm going back in with the highlight, and I'm just going to put a little bit on my nose area. And then I'm going to apply it into my inner corners. So, because you always gotta have the inner corner highlight, you know? I haven't done my mascara yet. It is because I like to save it for the end. I really like saving my mascara for the end. That way it is all fresh and my eyelashes are really long and luscious. And I also bring a little bit onto the lid, but not all the way because I don't want to ruin the matte look. So I just do that. Okay, and then I'm going to set my whole face using the Max Fix Plus. Best thing I've ever purchased in my life. This is my second bottle. Just ran out of the first one. Ready for the second bottle. It just really helps to make your face look so dewy, especially if it's really dry from all the powders and everything. So I love it. It like really helps to set down all the powders and bring back like the moisture in your face. Okay, so after I do that, I'm going to apply my lipstick. So for lipstick, I'm taking my absolute favorite right now. It's Savage by Kylie Jenner, and it's a velvet liquid lipstick, so it's literally beautiful. It's not drying, it's so moisturizing, and it literally is like the prettiest nude pink shade ever, and it really matches with everything, so I've been loving this color. And it really matches up with the rest of the look. I love it. So then finally I'm going to just do my mascara real quickly, and for this I'm taking my infamous Rocket Volume Express. I've been using this since I've started this channel, since I was younger. Like, I absolutely love it, and no mascara has even compared to it. It just helps grow my lashes and it makes them stunning. So yeah, if you haven't tried this, y'all, go get it. So yes, this is the finished makeup look. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm really happy to be back on my channel and doing things, doing makeup again, doing fashion again, because I really have wanted to do it. I just keep pushing it off because I just have had no time going back to college and everything like that. But this is my passion. I love to do it so much. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoy.